300 is one of the most stylized and unforgettable war movies ever made. But how much of it is real history, and how much is Hollywood fiction? In this video, we'll be breaking down what 300 got wrong, and what it surprisingly got right about the legendary Battle of Thermopylae. You'll meet the real Spartan king, the actual Persian tactics, and the overlooked heroes you didn't see on screen. Let's step out of slow-mo and into the truth. A split screen appears, showing Gerard Butler on one side and an ancient bust of Leonidas on the other. Gerard Butler's Leonidas is a screaming, six-pack flexing warrior king, but the real a hardened general and a politician. He was about 60 years old during the battle, not in his prime. Leonidas also didn't march off alone. He led a combined Greek force, roughly 7,000 men, not just 300 Spartans. Not just warriors, a coalition. The scene shifts to a map zooming in on Thermopylae, 480 BCE, showing cliffs, sea, and Persian flanks. Thermopylae, meaning hot gates, was a narrow pass between the mountains and the sea. In 480 BCE, it was the perfect choke point, but 300's visuals are misleading. The real battlefield was not a sheer cliff. It was a flat, marshy coastal road only about 15 to 20 meters wide. That narrow space gave the Greeks an enormous tactical advantage. Their phalanx formation could hold off tens of thousands for a time. Verdict geography was weaponized, but not quite the way the film shows. Banners appear on screen displaying Spartans, Thespians, Thebans, Arcadians. This wasn't just a Spartan story. The full Greek force included 300 Spartans, 700 Thespians, who fought to the death, 400 Theban, who were forced to stay, plus soldiers from Phasis, Arcadia, and Corinth. In total, over 7,000 defenders at the start. The 300 Spartans were Leonidas' personal guard, chosen from men with living sons to preserve their bloodlines after death. The film completely ignores the Thespians, who made the same sacrifice. Without the fame, an animated diagram appears, showing phalanx formation versus Persian waves. 300 shows wild, individual combat, slow-mo flips, spin moves, solo duels, fun to watch. But historically, Greek warfare was about tight discipline, not flash. The phalanx formation, shields locked, spears forward, created an impenetrable wall. The Spartans trained from age 7 for this exact kind of war. Persian troops, often lightly armored, archers, cavalry, and immortals. Elite infantry who struggled in close quarters inside the pass. This wasn't chaos, it was a grind of muscle, steel, and strategy. Clips from 300 that reflect real historical themes begin to play. For all its exaggeration, 300 nailed a few key things. The Spartan mindset, duty, honor, glory in death, Persian intimidation, massive army, exotic troops, Leonidas' defiance. He really did say, "Mollen Lebe, come and take them." And the idea of using terrain to cancel out enemy numbers. That's military genius, not fantasy. The words myth and reality overlay dramatic scenes from the movie. Xerxes wasn't a 9-foot-tall pierced god king. He was a Persian monarch with real political strategy and logistical brilliance. Spartans wore bronze, armor, and red cloaks, not leather speedos. The immortals weren't monstrous mutants, they were elite Persian warriors with scale, armor, and discipline. No war elephants, not at Thermopylae. The truth, still incredible, just not comic book weird. The scene pans out to a wider map showing Greece in the naval battle at Leonidas' goal wasn't victory, it was delay. While the Spartans held Thermopylae, the Greek navy fought it out. Every hour bought time for Athens to evacuate and for the rest of Greece to prepare. It was a sacrifice mission, not a last stand out of ego. It worked. The Persians lost thousands. The Greek unity grew, and months later at Salamis, the tide of war turned. Quotes from historians and strategists appear on screen. Military historian Victor Davis Hanson called Thermopylae a strategic delay that saved Western civilization. General George S. Patton admired the phalanx as ancient discipline that modern men lack. Modern tacticians still study the use of terrain at Thermopylae. The real lessons aren't about capes. They're about courage, timing, and positioning. Clips of battle fade to ashes, with names of real fallen heroes appearing on screen. The truth behind Thermopylae is deeper and more heroic than fiction. The movie was myth. The real men were legends. If you want more breakdowns of famous battles, fantasy or real, hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment below. What battle should we break down next?